It's Saturday, March 7th, 2026, and we just had that severe weather event happen in parts of the plains, and we actually had a pretty big tornado happen in southern Michigan, but now we have some more severe weather on our hands, so let's jump straight into today's video. So, let's start off with our day 1 outlook for today, March 7th, where we have a level 1 out of 5, marginal risk. I mean, this is a big outlook, so a lot of people are affected by this and have the chance to get severe weather today. Now, the marginal risk expands from parts of Texas all the way up there towards Toronto and Detroit, where there'll be a scattered severe weather chance. This also includes parts of Atlanta, Nashville, as well as New Orleans and Dallas, and parts of Columbus. But I think Columbus is mainly the slight risk, so that's the marginal risk. But then we got that slight risk. Now, the slight risk includes parts of western Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, parts of West Virginia, and then up there towards northeastern Kentucky. That's the slight risk. And then we got another slight risk down here that we can see some severe weather as well. The main tornado risk will be up here, though. But it does go down here, too. So let's check out the tornado risk right here. So we're watching this brown 5% tornado risk the most right now, okay? So this area needs to be having alerts on for potential tornadoes today. So this one includes Lancaster, Circleville, New Lexington, Logan, over there towards New Philadelphia, all the way through Pittsburgh, western Pennsylvania. That one includes Pittsburgh, up there towards Warren, where we got that 5% tornado risk. So if you live in this brown highlighted area, like it also includes Akron and Canton, just saying some of those cities out there. That's the 5% tornado risk. We got tornado conditional intensity group 1 risk out here, so if tornadoes do occur, they could be pretty strong out here. So that's something that we got to be watching very closely. We also got that 2% tornado risk, where there'll be an isolated tornado or 2 possible. Now that goes from parts of Erie all the way down there towards Memphis, where there'll be an isolated tornado or 2 being a possibility. So that's that green. So make sure you be staying weather aware for tornadoes. Severe thunderstorms are going to be a possibility with severe winds and hail, damaging winds. Up here we got that 15% wind risk. You can see that we got that brown 5% wind risk going around it too, and then another 15% wind risk down here. The severe winds are going to be a possibility as well. The main hail risk is going to be down here in parts of Texas, okay? So we got that conditional intensity group over here, where if we do get some hail, that could be pretty big, and some hail is also going to be a possibility down here. Up here, there's also going to be a little bit of a hail problem up here as well. So we'll be watching out for hail, and especially park your car in a garage, especially if you're down here in parts of the Houston, Texas area, Austin, San Antonio, and those locations. Hail is going to be a possibility. Now let's talk about the timing and stuff of these storms, the impacts, and how they're going to get their act together. So here is the future radar. So you can see they're kind of messy at the time making this video, but eventually by the time you might be watching this later, who knows. But around 1 p.m. Eastern, you can see these storms are going to be moving through parts of central Ohio. Columbus, it's probably going to be impacting you guys around 1 p.m. Cincinnati, probably the same, as well as Louisville. It's going to move through Fort Wayne to Indianapolis a little bit earlier. You might be watching it, and it's already past those. But you can see probably reach Memphis around 1 p.m. as well. And then you can see as these storms continue to push through, they'll weaken as they start getting, as they move more east. But yeah, by the time they get to Atlanta, it'll probably be in the nighttime, and they'll probably be weakening a lot. Same with Montgomery and New Orleans. New Orleans it's going to be weakening a lot before it gets there. We're also going to have some leftover rain behind it, potentially causing some rain, maybe even a few isolated thunderstorms. So that's the future radar with it. Now, let's check out the content of available potential energy, which is CAPE. You see that we're just going to have this CAPE that's going to come up here, potentially causing that tornado risk. And then we do got that little tornado risk going down here as well. So CAPE is going to help with that. So if we check out the dew points, we're going to have some moisture over here get pulled up. That's also going to help with those storms develop. So dew points out there, some pretty big dew points, you could say. So CAPE, dew point, significant tornado perimeter. We also got some significant tornado perimeter out there. So you can see some of that will be over here around noon, 2 p.m. Yeah. So that's a significant tornado perimeter radar right here. So if we check out the supercell composite, it shows us where supercells could be. You can see definitely a supercell chance up here, supercell composite down there. So definitely some supercells possibility. So like those tornadoes that could be embedded in the squat or in the line of storms. We can see a few supercells up there being having the potential to produce a few tornadoes. Maybe even a strong one if these storms get its act together. So that's that. Let's check out the helicity actually here. Rotating supercells. So here's helicity. So definitely some rotation that could be a potential out there that could spin these storms up a little bit, especially up where the main tornado risk is. So we'll be watching this as well. So here's the helicity. Just want to take a look at that. So make sure to be having alerts on if you live in any of these highlighted areas today. There's also going to be a excessive rainfall risk out here, especially down here where flooding is going to be a concern. Slight risk for excessive rainfall, then marginal risk. So excessive rainfall is also going to be a concern for today, tomorrow, and the next day. Severe weather also continues through tomorrow, March 8th, where we got another marginal risk for this area, for parts of North Carolina, Raleigh, Charlotte, and also includes parts of southeastern Virginia, like Virginia Beach, where the main concern is going to be severe winds and hail, but the tornado threat is unbelievably low tomorrow if you live in this area. So make sure you have alerts if you're in that area tomorrow. So that's a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. It continues on March 9th, where we got another marginal risk, where scattered severe weather will be a possibility from Shreveport to Jackson's to Monroe, up to towards Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So that's that marginal risk. But this is when it gets concerning again. Okay, so this is for this one right here is for March 7th, March 8th, March 9th. This one right here is for March 9th. Okay, and then this one right here is for March 10th. Okay, so we got this risk. This one expands from Austin. This one goes all the way through Dallas, up there towards Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Springfield, St. Louis, over there to Springfield and Indianapolis, where there's going to be another severe weather risk. This is for Tuesday, March 10th. And then it's going to shift east on Wednesday, March 11th, as we got that another risk expanded from Shreveport through Memphis, through Louisville, Nashville, up there towards Cincinnati and Columbus, Pittsburgh, where I think there will be a tornado risk as well as a severe thunderstorm risk for both of these days. So that's something to be watching out for as well. Now, above average precipitation is likely in the United States, especially if you live in those more of those green shaded areas. Above average temperatures are going to be a possibility. So that brings us to the temperature anomaly here. So let's check this out. So we're going to have those warm temperatures, of course, coming down here, staying around above average possibly. I have this cold air try to come through around March 12th, okay, in these areas, and then warm air might try to come through, but lingering cold air is going to be a possibility as we're going to get maybe a little bit more below average. I mean, look at this. Around St. Patrick's Day, we could have some pretty big cold air coming down. So that's something to be watched out for. Let's check out the GFS precipitation type radar. I haven't checked this out for a while, so we could look more to the future here. March 12th, there's that system. We could actually have a little bit of snow on the backside of it around March 12th. And then some more systems will be a possibility. Even this little snow system, actually, with severe weather being a possibility on the bottom part of it. So, yeah, definitely. I don't think snow is done yet, okay? I don't think snow is done yet. It's just not going to be as significant as it was in February, and it's probably going to stick a little bit more north. And cold temperatures, I don't think are done yet. I mean, winter is definitely kind of fading away, but we might see a little bit of cold air and snow try to come in here soon. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, yeah, that's all the weather talk I have for you today. Make sure you be staying weather aware and having alerts on. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.